All right, so next we're going to take Cramer's rule and we are going to apply it to a system with 3 equations. So it's going to be the same idea as we are looking at these problems. Our C matrix is going to be our coefficient. So it's our x coefficients, y coefficients, and z coefficients. And then our Cx, again, we're going to replace our x column with the constants. And then we're still going to have our y and z coefficient columns stay the same. So Cy, again, that's telling us to replace the y column with our constants. And then x and z will stay the same. And then for Cz, we replace our z column with our constants. And then x and y will stay the same. And just like before, we're going to take our Cx determinant divided by the C determinant for our x part. And then y, we take the Cy determinant divided by C. And for z, we take the Cz determinant divided by the C determinant. And we're going to write our answer as an ordered triple. So again, we're still finding that point of intersection. Now for these, since we are dealing with 3 by 3 determinants, we're going to use our calculators to help us find those determinants instead of doing each one by hand. Okay. So first thing, if we look at number 10, is we're just going to set up all 4 determinants, and then we'll calculate what those determinants are. So if we start with C, again, that's going to be our coefficients. So again, before we start, we also want to make sure that these are all in standard form, which they are, so we don't need to worry about that. But that is something that you should check. So x's, we have 2, 1, and -3. Our y's, we have 3, 1. And then in our third equation, we don't have a y variable, so we're going to put 0 for that spot. And then z is 1, -2, and 1. All right, so now Cx, so again, we are going to replace our x column with our constants. So 5, -2, and -7. And then our y and z is going to stay the same. So 3, 1, 0, 1, -2, 1. All right, so next we have our Cy matrix. So x will stay the same. So 2, 1, -3. We're replacing the y column with our constants. So 5, -2, -7. And our z column is going to stay the same. And then our last matrix that we need to set up is Cz. So again, x will stay the same and y will stay the same. So 2, 1, -3, 3, 1, 0, and 1, -2, 1. Oh, sorry, this should be constant. So 5, -2, and -7. There we go. So now we're just going to go through and find the determinant of each. And again, we're going to use our calculator to help that. So if you have not written these down yet, I would pause the video to copy them down. And then we're going to use our calculator to find the determinant for those 4 matrices. Okay, so again, when we are using our calculator, we want to start on our home screen. So I'm going to clear what's there. And then we're going to go to our matrix menu, and then over to edit, and then enter. And I'm just going to type in our C matrix. So it's a 3 by 3. And it's going to be 2, 3, 1, 1, 1, -2, -3, 0, and 1. And then we're going to find the determinant of that. So I'm going to go back to the home screen, so second mode. And then back to our matrix screen, so second inverse key. Arrow over to math, and we are selecting the first one that says DET for determinant. And then we're going to select our matrix. So second matrix menu, and we're just selecting the first one. So enter, and then enter again. So on your paper, make sure you mark this down. So we know that our C determinant is going to be 20. So next thing that we're going to find is the determinant of the CX matrix. So back to our home screen, or to the matrix screen, and then over to edit. And again, we have a 3 by 3, and our X column is going to change, and everything else will stay the same. So we will have 5, and then below it will be -2 and -7. And then we'll still have 3, 1, 0, and then 1, -2, 1. So quit. And then normally we would go back to the matrix to get the determinant, and then back to the matrix again to get the name of our matrix. But there's a shortcut. If you press second and then the enter button, it'll copy and paste what you had before it. And since we've updated our matrix A, it's going to use that one now. Now I can just press enter to get the new determinant. So the determinant of our CX matrix is 60. Okay, so now we have to find the CY one. Okay, so again, to do that, we're just going to go back to our matrix menu. So second matrix, over to edit. And then now we are going to change our matrix to the CY one. So I'm just going to retype everything since we'll have to change 2 columns. So the 2, 5, 1, 1, -2, -2, -3, -7, and 1. So again, I'm going to quit. And then I'm going to press second enter to redo my previous operation. And again, we updated matrix A, so it's going to use that for the determinant. So I'm just going to press enter. Okay, so we have -20 for that. And then we have one more determinant to find for our CZ matrix. So again, back to our matrix, over to edit, enter, 3 by 3. And then again, I'm going to retype everything since we have to change 2 of our columns. So 2, 3, 5, 1, 1, -2, -3, 0, and -7. Okay, so I'm going to quit. Again, second enter, and then enter again. And our determinant for that is 40. All right, so if we go back to our paper, so I wrote down our determinants for each one. So now we're just applying that to our formula. Okay, so X, we are taking our CX matrix, so 60 divided by C, and that will simplify to be 3. Y, we're taking our CY, so -20 divided by C, so that simplifies to be -1. And then Z is 40 divided by 20, which is 2. And again, we write our answer as an ordered triple. So the point of intersection is 3, -1, and 2. So this would be our final answer for that problem. And that will also conclude section 7.